Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn a new poem, The Twins by Henry Sambrooke Leigh for standard 10th. Friends, this poem expresses the problems faced by the twins because of their same or the identical appearance, and poet also expresses in this poem that being twin is very disastrous, although it is very joyful and funny for the society. The poem is very interesting, very funny and very joyful. I am sure you will enjoy it very much. Now let us learn it in details. Before moving on, let us learn few challenging words existing in the poem. First is twins. Of course, as the name suggests, twins means two children or animals born at the same birth from the same mother. Second word is kith and kin, that means family and relatives. Third is pitch. Pitch means height or the limitation of a particular thing. Fourth word is decree. Decree means order. Then next is whim. Whim means sudden or unexpected change in a state of mind. Next word is Christian. It is a name giving ceremony in Christianity or in Christian religion. Next word is fatal. Fatal means anything that sounds deadly or horrible. Next word is dogged. Dogged means persistence or to follow up a particular thing. And the last word is flogged. It means beaten up. Friends, let us move towards the first stanza of the poem. I am reading it, listen carefully. In form and feature, face and limb, I grew so like my brother, that fox God taking me for him, and each for one another. It puzzled all our kith and kin, it reached a fearful pitch, for one of us was born a twin, it not a soul knew which. The meaning of limb is hands and legs of a person. Second word is fox. Fox means people. Next is puzzled. Puzzled means confused. In the first stanza of the poem, poet Henry Sambrooke Leigh says that in form and feature, face and limb, I look exactly like my brother. Friends, the biggest problem with twins is that their likeness or sameness of the appearance. In this poem, John is the twin brother of poet Henry Sambrooke Leigh. Poet Henry Sambrooke Leigh shares the memories of his childhood. He says that when we were babies, people were taking me as him and they were taking him as me. People could not understand our names unless and until we told our names to the people. And this was happening because of the very closeness or the sameness of the appearance between me and my brother. So, it was very horrible for the people to understand or to know who is John and who is Henry. Next stanza. One day, to make the matter worse, before our names were fixed, as we were being washed by nurse, we got completely mixed. And thus, you see, by fate's degree, or rather nurse's whim, my brother John got Christian me and I got Christian him. The meaning of Christian is named. Friends, in every religion, after few days of the birth of the child, name giving ceremony is being celebrated. In Christian religion or in Christianity, this ceremony is called as baptism. And in baptism, the name is being given by the Christian priest to the newly born baby. Poet shares a very funny thing over here. He says that during Christian ceremony or baptism ceremony, my name was given to my brother and I got my brother's name. So their names were interchanged because of the confusion of the nurse. Let us move towards third stanza. This fatal likeness even dogged my footsteps when at a school, and I was always getting flogged for John turned out a fool. I put this question fruitlessly to everyone I knew. What would you do if you were me to prove that you were you? Friends, poet says in this stanza, being twins is a very fatal exercise. Fatal means horrible, and this horror continues since my birth to even in my school. He says that my brother John was a very mischievous person, he was a very naughty person, and because of the sameness or the likeness of our appearance, I was often punished by the teachers because of mistakes or the faults done by my brother John. And during such instances, it used to become very difficult for poet Henry Sambrooke to prove that he is Henry and not John. Because of the likeness or the sameness of the appearance between the poet and his brother, he was often getting punishments in the school because of the mistakes or the mischievousness done by his brother John. Poet says in the end of this stanza, this is very difficult experience in life to prove that you are you, and this often happens if you born as a twin. Simultaneously, he also asks the readers, what would you have done if you might have been in my place? Now look at the last stanza of the poem. Our close resemblance turned the tide of my domestic life, for somehow my intended bride became my brother's wife. In fact, year after year, the same absurd mistakes went on, and when I died, the neighbors came and buried brother John. The meaning of turn the tide is revolutionary change, and absurd mistakes means silly mistakes. Poet says in the last stanza, their resemblance or likeness because of being twins not only affected their childhood and teenage, but also affected their youthhood and old age. This last stanza has been composed in hyperbola figure of speech. Hyperbola is a figure of speech where we find over-exaggeration of the facts. Poet says in this stanza, because of the likeness or the sameness of the appearance, my proposed wife became my brother's wife. Poet Henry Sambrooke stops not after saying this. Further, he goes on to say that when I was died, neighbors came and buried my brother John because of the sameness or the closeness of our appearance because of being twin brothers. However, this is the figurative element hyperbole which makes the distortion or the over exaggeration of the fact. Friends, this is how we have ended up this poem. Message me in case of any problem. Do not forget to complete the exercise given at the end of the poem on page number 59 and 60.